Let's have a brief look over the planetary transits for August 2025. On 1st August, Jupiter is going to conjunct Venus in Gemini at 17 degrees, and between 8th to 9th, we will experience a full moon in Capricorn at 19 degrees in Shravana Nakshatra. The exact full moon will be seen in India on 9th early in the mornings around 3:55 a.m. Now 9th August, Virgo, Mars is opposite to Pisces Saturn at 7 degrees, and Neptune and Saturn are also tightly conjunct at 7 degrees. This is also an important thing which you need to understand. Never ignore other planets like Neptune, Pluto also. On 13th August, Jupiter will enter Punavasu Nakshatra, and on 10th August, Mercury will be direct at 10 degrees in Cancer. On 17th August, Sun will be in Leo. 21st August, Venus is in Cancer. 23rd August, you will experience, not you, we will experience new moon in Leo at 6 degrees in Magha Nakshatra, and on 30th August, Mercury is in Leo. So these are the planetary transits which we are going to experience during August month, and on 7th August, Moon is going to be conjunct Pluto at 8 degrees Celsius in Capricorn. This also we are not supposed to ignore. On 5th August, Moon is crossing Scorpio in Gandantha, and again on 5th August, the Sagittarius zodiac will experience a major shift that the moon will have aspect of Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. So during entire month of August, Sagittarius zodiac is of focus. I shall discuss in the video why it is so. And 7th August, again we are not supposed to ignore this. As I said, I think moon will be conjunct Pluto at 8 degrees in Capricorn. So this is something very much important transits in August. Mars transit in Virgo from 29 July to 13 September, and Saturn's current presence in Pisces in retrograde motion, Sun in Leo crossing the Gandhan from 17th of August. It is going from a water sign to a fire sign. So it is crossing the Gandhan, that is from Cancer to Leo. So Gandhan means any planet crossing from a water sign to a fire zodiac. Then it is in Gandhanth motion. I'll discuss about Gandhanth in some other video. Right now, let us discuss about August transit predictions. And already Rahu and Ketu are existing. So Rahu is in Aquarius and Ketu is in Leo, and it is a very rare, powerful astrological combination. This period is not just another transit, it marks a time when several signs needs to be alert. Take wise steps and avoid impulsive moves. Let's decode what this means for all of us. Mercury, which is retrograde in Cancer, was hindering communication and reliable information. Security instincts will surface, and Mercury, that is, your intelligence and brain, can start feeling suffocating and draining because of over assessment. Blustering Buddha, that's the Mercury, loses much of his natural neutrality, and his mentalist argumentation can become uncomfortably emotionally defensive when it's going to be direct. Mercury generally holds enmity with Moon. why moon has come. Cancer is ruled by moon. So this all is going to be a little chaotic in your life due to the communication and over assessment. Emotionally, you are going to face the turmoil because of your over assessments. And coming to Mars, Mars, the planet of action and drive, is at its most detail oriented when in Virgo. Here, energy is focused on analysis, routine, health, and practical problem solving. You will find yourself wanting to improve, fix, and streamline everything around you. But sometimes, with stress and impatience, you know about Mars. Mars is aggressive. Saturn, the great teacher, is transiting Pisces, that's mean Rashi, and it is retrograde in motion right now, which is bringing a strong call for spiritual growth, patience, and facing hidden fears. Retro Saturn in Pisces is asking us to revive and revisit the past pending acts which were unfinished in last few years, or it's even from your past janma. It's gonna test our compassion, dreams, and commitment to discipline. When Mars and Saturn sit in opposition, Mars is in Virgo and Saturn is in Pisces. So it's having the seventh aspect. Then the real tension arises. Action and logic clash with emotion, and faith is most certain. For some signs, this brings a powerful breakthrough. For others, it's a test of patience and self control. Just check where Pisces and Virgo zodiacs is in your chart. That is more important. Let's take as an example, for example, Capricorn ascendant, then Pisces and Virgo will be in 3 by 9 axis. That is for like the areas related to third house of co-bonds, neighbors, and courage, willpower, actions. All these will be in concern. And ninth house of dharma, that's travel, father, higher studies, is seen through ninth house. There are many other things which we need to look out, and I shall provide you a link in the description what exactly each house defines. So you can just revisit that and check it out what's that all about. And here you also needs to understand that not only these areas needs to be concentrated, but the Saturn's third aspect, seventh aspect, and ninth aspect, Mars eighth aspect, is very important to understand. And here Sagittarius zodiac is having a greater impact. It has multiple planets impact right now. Saturn, also Jupiter, and Mars is also aspecting, I guess so. So all these things is what Sagittarius zodiac is facing. So wherever, in whichever house Sagittarius is placed, keep a check and concentrate. And suppose Sagittarius is your sixth house, so you need to be careful about your health, keep a check on your health, and anything, a small thing also pops up, do visit hospital. Likewise, if Sagittarius is your ninth house, then you need to be careful about your fathers or mentors or any kind of teachers, guru like figures in your life. their health can be at stake, and also you can travel during this time, and that can also lead to a separation from your father or fatherly figures, mentors. So a major transformation in these areas can be seen, that is Pisces zodiac, Virgo, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. This is at most important during the August month, and those who have retro Saturn already in their birth chart, it's going to be a good time for them, as you're going to complete the pending tasks which were being pending since months or years or last Janma, and this will lead to liberation. Sun will move to Leo on 17 and will last there with Ketu, but being fiery in nature, both the planets till now, Mars was there and Mars is going and Sun is coming. So again, the fiery elements tendency will surely exist. So your father, Sun also characterizes father, mentors, guru like figures, and these people will be in focus. And also, don't forget to check which house in your chart is ruled by Sun. For instance, Sun rules 7th house for Aquarius ascendants, and thus seventh house matters like partnerships, outside blood relationships, spouse, marriage, collaborations will be in focus, wherein Aquarius natives can experience a tragic disassociation with their partners and collaborations during the August month. This can be due to your work or Mars, the aggressive, fiery Mars tendency, and also the watery, emotional Pisces zodiac. Venus will move to Cancer, a water sign, and it's going to be with Mercury. Mercury is in direct motion during this time, and the two benefic planets together emphasizes on artistic skills. And if we go in a deeper sense, Mercury is debilitated in Pisces and Venus is exalted in Pisces, which is a water sign. So I just wanted to tell Venus and Mercury again in Cancer is not so extraordinary performers here. A huge emotional traumas will last if there are any kind of effects of Rahu or Ketu or Saturn, Mars, Sun in your natal birth chart. And if you have planets in Cancer, then you need to focus more on it. Someone is having Saturn in Cancer during their birth time, and this is a time where you will have relationship chaos due to communication, interactions, and assignments. So you need to keep a check and look at your birth chart in that way, not just, only transits will play something, it can change everything. Transits will activate, it plays only 20%, and remaining 80% is your overall chart and the dasha, the planetary placements, the nakshatras, all these plays an important role apart from transits. At a mundane level, patriotism, borders, like boundary protection, agricultural land, ancestral land will be in focus. See, when it comes to a country, the country will have some kind of issues with respect to the country's borders or import, export, all these things, border security, and at an individual level, your own ancestral land, protection of your land, your home, these will be in focus. And fire accidents and other disasters have begun since the year began. 2025 is a year of Mars. When we add 2025, the total is 9, and 9 signifies Mars. And the year began with debilitated Mars, then retrograde, then again debilitated in Cancer. Now it is, then it went to Leo, where it was accompanying Ketu and forming Pishat Yog. Mars and Ketu, both fiery elements. Again, we have seen many tragic incidents both in the country and worldwide. And thus, during this time, people has lost their strength because Mars was weak. Mars is responsible for strength, courage, energy, driving force within us, and that was lost. Now people have been having problems with respect to overcoming the situations which they were facing, and they have experienced loss of life of near and dear ones among, it can be friends or family. Then onwards, people were having lots of issues, chaos, and struggles in overcoming the problems, loss of jobs. People are thinking loss of jobs is happening because of Mars and Ketu, but actually it's not. It is because of Saturn in Pisces, and this is going to be continuing until Saturn will go to Aries. Saturn here wants every individual to be independent, work something on their own, and establish. Saturn in Aries again might not be so fructifying because we know Saturn gets debilitated in Aries. Now, Mars is going to Virgo, and Saturn and Mars are going to have a strong mutual aspect. If any destruction or trauma was left behind in past will now surface. So don't think that the destruction or disappointments are gone, Mars moving to Virgo. So it is a wrong notion. It's going to happen. If anything was left, it is going to surface now. So be careful, be aware of your health, be aware of your health of near and dear ones. Keep a check on them and be always readily available whenever necessary. So what I want to tell is, it is not just, I don't want to scare you, but it's true. It's your prarabdha karma, which we are carrying from past janma. Astrology can help you in guiding what's going to be and prepare you to overcome the problem and create problem solving skills within you. It's like a Google map. You ask for a destination in Google Map, it shows you various ways for the same destination. It's your choice now to choose which route you want to opt. So it is your decision, your mind and your soul as per your moon and sun. Moon is mind, soul is sun. Will help you in taking decisions, that is taking which route you need to go to reach your goal. It's not just goal, the decisions right now which you are going to take. And every day moon will be transiting. Every 2.5 days it passes to another zodiac. Every moment, every second moon is moving, every planet is moving. So this calculation is not so easy, okay? And it is your choice and it's your decision to opt which route you want to follow. Okay, don't blame astrologers or astrology because everything is pre-written. It's not you or me who is directing all these things. It's universe who is the director and we are the actors, and our actions determine our next course of life by creating sanchita karma in this janma, which will be carried to the next janma via prarabdha karma. Individuals will be attracted to homemade or old cuisines, old recipes, traditional recipes and might prefer eating things made at home. And those who are eating outside will surely miss the homemade cooking. And during this time, gardening, house cleaning, protecting the lands and properties, purchase of new vehicle or renovating the existing vehicles can also be seen. Long drives or just casually moving for fun in vehicles can also surface during this month. And in relationships, partners will want a caretaking parent like partners, and this can be an issue in relationships because a partner can never be a parent. So we need to realize this fact and not expect such things. But during the mid of August to mid September, comparisons in relationships will increase and few will be adjusting and few will suffer. It all depends upon individual chart, and from mid August to mid September, you can check later the number of divorces or separation between the individuals is maximum. You can check the data after an year or after some months when the data will be released. Rituals and remedies. Hatha yoga practice is must. So hatha yoga means using your hands, mobility. Okay. So you can check out the postures in Google, and I'm not showing. Maybe I'll try to incorporate few of the yogasanas of Hatha Yoga. And also during this time, why I'm saying this is already the weather is cool, it's raining, and it itself is making us prone to lymph related issues, chest and breast part of the body. So these needs to be checked. So hatha yoga is must. Actually, these postures will balance the liquid pump system and regulate the tidal flow of the body, and these postures should be practiced to make these glands, especially the lymphatic glands, will improve. The swellings, edema is going to be seen, and later Jupiter is also going to Cancer in very near days, and during that time edema and swellings can be at most. Doing hatha yoga, sun moon nadi channels will also be balanced, and it will also help in restoration of emotions. Drink lots of water. Water here is not the fridge water, lukewarm water. Incorporate some honey in it, or you will get even gums in the market. So you can keep those gum overnight in water. You can use a copper vessel and just have it in the morning. That will help in aiding your digestive system and also increase the earthen element in the body. So walk barefoot. That also improves the earthen element. This time you're required to balance fire element as well. That's why I asked you to drink lots of water. That will help you in balancing, and try to cut. If someone likes too much spicy food, then cut the spicy food. That is not good for your health during this time. Those who have, again, gluten intolerance, then they need to avoid gluten during this time, especially, Aquarius, Capricorn, or someone having moon or any of the planets in Saturn's nakshatra. So these individuals, Saturnian dominant body, these individual needs to cut gluten during this time, and those who are multiple planets in water signs should and must cut the milk and milk products, because lactose intolerance will increase during this time. And do not have curd in the night time, for this is a advice to the Sagittarius people, because Saturn is going to be retrograde in your fourth house, and that's not advisable to have occurred in the night time. So take care, be blessed.